believe that we will win. I 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 believe that we will win. Part of a movement that is changing this entire country. We believe it is the right thing to do and are excited about being here today. My name is Reverend Lee Hill. I'm the pastor of Christian Fellowship Congregational Church, United Church of Christ. Also serve as a co-president of the Interfaith Center for Worker Justice, and we are just excited about what's about to happen. What do we want? 15. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? 15. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? 15. When do we want it? Now. All right, now we will hear from our city council representative, City Councilmember Marti Emerald, who needs no formal introduction.
Hey, good morning, brothers and sisters. Good morning. And thank you for your cooperation in opening up this driveway in the street. We all want to be able to communicate our message. We want to make sure that you don't have to spend half your day in jail getting bailed out, okay? Because that sort of defeats the purpose. My name is Marti Emerald. I'm your representative here in District 9 on the City Council, and we are here because this is the right thing to do. Lifting up San Diego, and every city here, it seems on the West Coast, is now saying $15 plus. What we're trying to do is the supporters of our minimum wage increase and earn sick here in San Diego is to communicate one very simple message to the people of San Diego, and that is don't sign it. There are petitions on the street, petitioners who will say anything to get your signature and collect their $2.35 for each signature on those petitions. And I'm telling you, we owe the working people of San Diego a great deal more than that. San Diego is documented as one of the 10 most expensive communities in the United States to live. And we don't have to take time to let that sink in because we all live with that. We all do. So now let's put ourselves in the shoes of people who are making minimum wage and have no ability to take a day off to get over being sick or to take a child or other loved one to the doctor because their employer doesn't offer any earned sick days. What we're doing here today is reaffirming our commitment to the working poor of San Diego, to help raise them up, but also to join a national movement, Our Congress has fallen down on the job when it comes to the working poor of this country. We know our president would like to see a higher minimum wage. State houses across the country are speaking the same issue and the same need to help raise up the working poor of this country. Let's just give an example here in the city of San Diego. Rent. How many of you can afford to pay the rent by yourself? Right? Well, many of the working poor simply cannot. A studio apartment on average is renting for $939 a month. If you've got kids and you need 2 bedrooms, that apartment is going to be $1,354 on average. When you bring home a paycheck, you're paid minimum wage, that paycheck gross will be about $1,500 a month. Do the math. It's simple. It's simple. There is hardly anything left over from that rent to pay for food, to pay for medicine, to pay for shoes on your children's feet. There is no rainy day fund. All there is struggle. We have asked at the City Council to raise up San Diego. a modest amount. But the business community here, led by Jerry Sanders and the Chamber of Commerce, is at war with the working poor, the working people of the city. They have declared war on the working people of this city. And we're not going to stand here and roll over, are we? No! We're going to stand up, and we are going to march, and we are going to speak our hearts and our minds. We are going to do the right thing. How much do we want? 15! When do we want it? Now! That's right. Thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for putting your hearts in the right place, your feet on those streets, and let's send our message loud and clear. What do we want? 15! When do we want it? Now! Thank you. God bless you.
Sisters and brothers, we know that the struggle is real every day to try to make ends meet, to try, as Marti Emerald has said already, just to try to pay bills and to be able to provide food on the table. So now we want to hear just a real personal story, because it's more than just about the fight for 15 and about trying to ensure that we have union representation in the places that we need, but it's also about hearing the real life stories, the struggles that everyday folks go through in order to try and make it. And so we want to invite and welcome Jay Ames to come forward now and to share a bit of his story.
Speaking for us, brother.
I'm tired of making $9 an hour. I can't live off it. None of us can. I'm sick and tired because I'm afraid I might be homeless the next day because I can't afford the rent here. It's so high. I'm tired of not having the benefits we deserve as an employee. We all deserve to have benefits.
Just keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
It's all right. It's all right.
All right, brother. It's all right.
Do it. All right.
So we're here today to ask for your support and to stand with us so we can get our 15 and form a union that we deserve.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. What do we want? 15! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? 15! When do we want it? Now! Let's give it up for Jay. Today was Jay's first time speaking publicly in this way about this, and so we want to celebrate the fact that he was courageous enough to put himself out there and to say what we all want to say. At this time, we want to welcome Assemblywoman Lorena González, who we know and love down here in San Diego. She's up in Sacramento doing great things on behalf of all of us, and so let's give it up for Assemblywoman González.
All right, how you guys doing this morning? Great. It's been a while since I had a bullhorn. I kind of like this. You know, I am so excited. I woke up and I saw fast food workers in Times Square. And then I saw them coming out in Chicago, and I knew I was coming here in San Diego to see what was going on here. And I love to see Jay giving his story for the first time, inspiring us all, because that's what it's about. Over a year ago, we started this campaign, and people looked at us like we were crazy. They said, $15? $15? That's like a real job. We said, well, this is a real job. And so I got to tell you what's happened in over a year. Well, the state passed a higher minimum wage. It's not enough, but they passed it. The city passed a higher minimum wage. We just passed sick days in the state of California, but that's only 3 days. And we passed here in San Diego a 5-day sick day. So that $15 a wage campaign that these fast food workers have been waging for over a year is having an effect. It's having an effect throughout California, San Diego, and this nation. But it's not enough, because we know it's going to be a while till we get to $15 an hour as a minimum wage. The only way we're able to do that is collectively in the workplace, with the union, with all of us hitting the streets, with demanding respect, because these fast food restaurants, they make enormous corporate profits. Right? Enormous, over $7 billion a year in corporate profits. Meanwhile, we as taxpayers have to help their workers that don't want to have to seek public assistance but need to because you cannot live on $9 an hour. Is that right? Yeah. Are we fed up? Yeah. Are we going to change this? Yeah. Are we going to continue to support our fast food workers? Yeah. ¿Se puede? Sí se puede. ¿Se puede? Sí se puede. 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 Sí se
So before we get ready to leave this place and journey just a bit, we want to invite Ivan to come forward and to let us know about what we're going to be doing next, and also to share a little bit about his story as well.
Right,
Let's give it up for Ivan! Nicholas, I'm sorry, Nicholas.
It's all right.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Nicholas Cervantes, and I work at the Burger King down the street on University Avenue. Thank you for being here with us.
Hold it.
Get close and yell.
I'm on strike today because me and my coworkers deserve 15 an hour in the union. I want all of you to come with me right now and march down to my Burger King and show them that the community support fast food workers in our struggle for 15 an hour, and the union will you join me? Will you join me? Let's go.
Yeah!